Hello everybody, my name's Dave, thanks for joining me. I'm sorry that there's been no videos recently. Between the weather and my ailments, I have been a little bit ill. Not seriously, just coughs and colds and things like that. And between those, I've not made any videos lately. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and do a video of this, putting this BMS in this battery. I'm going to do it now. And hopefully it won't take too long, and hopefully I can keep you all in some reasonable information on how to do this. The first thing is to remove this strap. Then we have to take out these plugs and remove the 8 screws that hold the lid on. In removing the strap, I find that it's too stiff around this plastic bit here. So what I do is I push the strap down so that I've got more flexible strap, and I can get it out quite a lot easier that way. Now you're going to need a spike to remove these plastic plugs, or maybe something to tap on it with. Once these are out, then you're away. Right, I'm finding the easiest way to do this is to see the plug there. You can see the plug, round circular plug. Put it in the middle, hammer it down till it pops inside, and then just lever it out like that. That's all it is. My batteries are not going to be outside, so it doesn't matter if these plugs are still waterproof or not. There is something new in here. They've put some black rubber type stuff in the screw holes. Now, I thought it was to seal them, but it's not. It's anti-tamper compound because it's on the inside as well. So the best thing to do is to take this spike, push the screws out through the bottom like this, because they won't come out otherwise, too hard. The screws stick through obviously, but when you get one like this one, it won't come out. So I've got a spare screwdriver bit here just to twist it and try and push it out. I don't know why they're bothering with this. You can see the anti-tamper compound down there. This is it here. It's like a rubbery silicone stuff, which is a bit odd because they've got it on these connections on the inside as well, look. Anyway, how many screws have we got? 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 screws, 8 plugs, all out. Got the lid off. So I use my huggy-duggy to get the screws out with a standard bend. I don't think they're JIS, but they could be JIS. But I can't see any black dots on them, so I think they're just standard screws. Okay, these connections, the red one was on there, the black one was on there. If you don't want to fire, don't let them touch earth or positive. See, there's an earth right there. Make sure that it stays outside. Earth isn't too bad, but positive, don't let it touch. Just letting you know. Okay, so that's everything off there. What we've got to do now is remove the battery from the case. So that's going to be quite difficult to do because obviously they don't want you to do that. In the old ones it wasn't too bad, but in these new ones, looks like they sealed them in. We've got rubber solution on the tape, they've got rubber solution on the temperature sensor. Let's see if we can get it out. No, it won't come out. Notice on the cheaper batteries how they use aluminium, whereas on the more expensive ones that's probably copper. If you use any tools, make sure you don't short them out. Spanners, pliers, don't short them out. Whatever you do, you'll have a battery fire and you won't be able to put it out. You won't get it out of your house quick enough. So just be very, very careful. I mean, probably better to do this outside anyway, but outside's just there for me. I would be able to get it out there. I don't want to be touching earth, I don't want to be shorting it out, I don't want to be doing anything like that, because even though it's momentary, it could cause a fire. We don't want a battery fire, not a lithium battery fire anyway. An ordinary battery fire you can put out with water. Lithium batteries make their own oxygen, you can't put them out. Just go online and type in lithium battery fires and see how intense they are and how quick they start up. And anyway, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and get this one off here. I think I need a 10 mil and I've got 12 to 15 and I need a 10. I need a 10 mil here as well. Just this stuff is everywhere now. This is something new that they've put in the newer batteries, this. I'm going to take this red lead off so it's not going to get shorted out. And then what we'll do, we'll get the inside out. Screws. Okay, so what they were calling the improvement is this rubber sealant stuff. That was done against that piece of rubber there, and I've discovered that if you pull at it, it comes off dead easy. So that's not too bad. Now we should be able to lift this out. Oh, come on. Maybe it's stuck on at the bottom as well. I'm going to try turning this over, see how we get on. The weight of the battery should force it out. No, it won't come out. Right. It is moving. Oh, I see. Oh, so what they've done is they've glued it to the side as well. Not that hard to get off, to be honest. Maybe what I should do is try and squeeze the sponge out and leave the battery in there. That might work. Like that. And like that. Yeah, so what they've done is they've double-sided taped it to the edge of the battery. There's only one in this side, so that's good. But it looks like they've taped down the bottom as well. You can't win, can you? They certainly don't want you to take this out this time. Just coming. It's only taped to the side of the battery. Alright, so I managed to get two of the sponges out and I can't move the battery still. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to remove this one. So I've been and got a trim tool, plastic trim tool, to hopefully put down there and hopefully drag it away from the side of the battery. I've also got a longer spike if I needed it. just to get that away. Try and get this sponge out so I can get access to the battery. It's coming slowly. I need something to pull on it with, I think. Okay, so I couldn't get the battery out, but I managed to get the BMS out. I pulled on it and heaved on it and got it out, and here it is. It had some awful sticky stuff on the bottom, which I've removed most of it, but you can see how it's wired up and the BMS that's in there. And this DALY BMS is going to be a better BMS. This is a quality BMS, I have to say, just not good enough because it had a broken wire. So, and I'll show you the broken wire. It came off the white wire there, so it wasn't even connected up properly. So what I'm going to do now is fit the DALY BMS. I've got some thick tape, I've got some captain's tape, I've got some metal tape, heat shield tape, I've got all sorts of stuff here just to do this little job. So one thing that the DALY thing doesn't have, that this one does, is crimps. So I've just put one on the black there with some heat shrink, and I've just pulled it off. So I'll just fix that up. I need a good connection for these things, a really good connection. Now I need another one of those. Now I'm not too sure where this goes just yet, so what I'm doing is I'm making sure it's big enough to fit over there, and it will go on anywhere else as well. So I'll use this, and I'll use that. Right, that looks better. Yes, that's better. Right, that's one. So it says this has got to go on the negative. Well, there was one on there, so that will go on there. So we collect the negative wire to the negative cell, which is there. Then the next one is the second wire goes to the first positive cell. One. It was at this point that I stuffed up, but I did not catch it on video. Sometimes I wonder why I do these things. Like an idiot, in the moment of not thinking, I connected the P- blue cables to the positive and burnt out my BMS. Seriously, I literally burnt it out. Luckily, it was the BMS and not the battery. Therefore, this video will have a part 2 when my new BMS arrives. In the meantime, I have used the old BMS again, just in case. I can only apologise, but that was a $75 mistake I made by not thinking. I should have my new BMS soon, so I should see you at the weekend. So until the next one, bye for now.